So for the first, I don't know how many nights, I've forgotten actually, to be honest with you, that Lily slept out here or out of her enclosure and I slept on the couch. And last night I put her home and I came out and she was back at her door. Lily hasn't wanted to go home. So, anyway, I've just been, Lily's been out and I've been out, you could say. So yeah, I just wanted to get this up to let you know that when I'm feeling better, I will be back to doing some regular videos.
Okay, I don't think I really thought about this too much, everybody, but you can see Lily up there, who I think is looking like she's going back into shed again, you could say. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's the red glow, because really, she hasn't eaten much at all, because it's that time of the year for Lily. And what I'm doing is going in and I'm going to see if she wants some water, because Lily has been up here for 2 days, 2 nights and half of another day. So I don't know if I can actually set my camera somewhere safely where Missy Moo won't knock it flying off of things. So how do I actually do this? Well, what I'll do is I'll actually get the water bowl and I'll bring it up first and get it steadied, and if she starts to drink, well, you know what I mean, if she does start to drink, I'll pick the camera back up. Well, at this particular point, she's not exactly interested in getting some water, so I'm just going to leave a water bowl there anyway, in case that she decides that she is, and she might sense that there's water there. Now I flick some on her mush, so that might give her the idea. So I think she's finally going to come down and have a drink. I don't know whether she was thinking that she would come down and maybe just come down and go back to her enclosure, but I knew that she would be kind of thirsty by now, and she was. So, oh, hang on, she's not really exactly drinking. I think she's wondering why
that might actually be there, because it's not meant to be there, really. But she can get down. She doesn't need to use that path. There are other paths. Anyway, oh no, she's definitely having a drink. But she ain't budging from up top, as you can see. Hello to you. Tessa, my Bradley, she's been wanting to come out for a few days, and I really do need to actually get her out, because power went off and her light switched off and it's not coming back on, so I really need to check it out. I am making this video. I'm not still recovered. I'm still feeling not great, but you know, the snakes can't fend for themselves. They can't do things for themselves. And I haven't avoided getting Tessa out. I've just really and truly not been able to. Now she seems to have gone quiet, you could say. Would you like to come out, Missy? Or have you settled down? And now you're not really interested. But it's okay. I would like you to come out, because we could go outside. Do you know that? Would you like to come outside with me? She seems to have cozy on up there, and doesn't look to be wanting to move too fast. But I think I might take this bit of an opportunity to let you all know that, having not really picked up this camera for a couple of weeks now, actually, apart from the video that you saw at the beginning of me explaining that I've been unwell and why I've been away. But also, hello, have you just woken and realised that, oh, Mum's opened the door? Oh, we're a bit blurry because I'm a bit close, darling. Come on. Come on, doll. You can come on out. Come on. I have, yeah, I'm hoping that she will come all the way out for you to see her. She's a bit of a curious girl. I'm going to spin this over to her in the hope that she might actually use this to climb out on, rather than her scoot on through everything on the table. Turn around and come back this way, darling. Can you come back up this way? And it would be much easier for me if you did. Hey, that's better. That's much better. Come on. Come on out, darling. And this I'm really sort of hoping will become something that Jesse will utilize to come out on when I'm wishing for him to come out of his enclosure, because as you know, I'm wanting to target train him to station out on here. But as you can see, you know, Tessa is doing that quite willingly, all by herself, without me. I'm trying to keep her so she doesn't blur. Why are we blurring, darling? I don't know, because sometimes I think the camera focuses on other things besides the snakes. But yeah, it would be wonderful if the target training would mean being able to get Tessa to come all the way out onto this, bring her whole body out, which is certainly going to save me a lot of me having to use my muscles, and that I really have no strength in these days, and has got a whole lot worse. So improvisation is really key for me right now. Now I'll pull this out a bit, which I'm hoping makes her decide, oh, I need to bring more of myself out if I wish to come all of the way out. Well, that's the plan. But slowly and surely. I don't know where her head is at this particular point. Okay. She's doing fine. Actually, I can see that she is slowly bringing more of herself out. So that's good. That's wonderful. And this will be an ongoing exercise for me and Tessa, for her to learn that, okay, you can go all the way down there. That's perfectly fine by me. But you need to bring more of you out, Tessa. Come on. You can bring the rest of you out. But this is just what is happening, and a part of what is happening right at this minute. But I was doing this video because, I've spent 3.5 years, I guess, talking about animal rights. Specifically our snakes' rights to thrive and to have this incredibly amazing life with us, and not to have them live a life that I see so often quite miserably, actually. To be perfectly honest, I actually might, I'm one-handed, so this may be, hang on, sorry, apologies, but this is quite heavy. So now I can bring Tessa pretty much all the way out and around and around and around. This is going to be a fairly long video, guys, because yeah, I'm going to learn a better way of getting Tessa out of her enclosure and getting her to where I want her to go. And actually this is really great. She has done this with a little bit of help, of course. Those tubs are full of, I'm just a little bit afraid one-handed that that top thing will topple if I keep going. So how's this, Tessa? How is it? Is this good? Hey? Now, she can make her way, of course, down. She doesn't need me to help her to do that in any way, shape or form. But back to the subject of, and I'm sorry if I'm chopping and changing, but honestly my brain at the moment, with not being well, the medications, it doesn't stay on point, and I struggle to concentrate and remember what I'm doing and what I'm kind of like not doing, what I should be doing. Are you saying hello to everybody? Are you saying hello to me? Do you want to come down? You're capable of coming down, darling. Look, you can come down. You know how to do it. But for 3 odd years I've been saying, I guess for you all to understand, that I was all about better care for your snakes, starting with UV, starting with outside time, enrichment within the environment that they live, enrichment outside of the environment that they live in, and to give them multiple choices about their life and what they do and don't want to do, and sometimes getting behaviours from them that you want, and not that's going to get rather warm, darling, isn't it? You can come down. Do you want me to help you, sweetie? And I can help her by removing her tail here, and I will lift her with this thing, I hope, and I will put her on the ground. Oh, there we go. We are safely, easily on the ground, apart from lifting that thing, which is heavy, really heavy. So let me please bother you with what I need to do. I don't know whether I'll be able to get Tessa back up there. I may be able to, I may not be able to, but I would like to cover it because of it being black. They were the only tubs I could see where I was. And okay, you can climb back up on there, Dale. Yeah, so it was about the rights of snakes to live better lives and showing you the way in which ultimately that they can do that. But we have to give it to them. We have to be open to wanting to do that for our snakes, to give them that much better life that I honestly believe with all of my soul that they so deserve. And in this last couple of weeks where I've not been able to do as I normally do, I have felt the guilt. I have felt the terrible feeling of neglect for them. And then I think about all the other snakes out there that are just left sitting in their enclosures all of the time, and I feel sick to think that people do not offer them really what they do deserve, and why I fight so hard for people to understand. If you don't have UV in your enclosures for them, fine, don't have UV in their enclosures, that's okay, but bring them out in the sun. And if you don't want to put them on the ground because you're afraid of mites getting on them, then don't put them on the ground. Find something, just like doing this for them. Having something on the top. Create a tree on wheels that you can bring out and have them sit on and be on and climb. You don't necessarily have to get them onto the ground, though that is where they'll go to the toilet. They will go to the toilet if you put them on the ground. If you know your snake, we all should know our snakes, that they eat, they digest, and they have a pooping, consistent routine. Well, most do. Her Tessa hangs on to it and hangs on to it and hangs on to it. Do you know why she hangs on to it? Because she's a big girl and she needs to be moving. She needs to get moving. She needs her body to move to be able to then go to the toilet. And Jessie is exactly the same. And it is important and vital for them to be able to do that. Lily has not, as I said in the other video, has been out all day, all night. I took her water to her, which I'll show you a clip of, because she wasn't coming down and going home. Now I can relate that to breeding season. I can relate that to, well, Lily's not eating, which is typical for her at this time of the year to do, so I'm not worried about that. But I can also relate it to, I have been really sick
And I've spent my days and my nights laying on that couch. And often when I've not been well, Lily doesn't go anywhere, and she doesn't want to go anywhere. Because I do believe she picks up. And especially those snakes that you have that massive bond with, which I've had with Lily forever. Yes, I love all my snakes. I take care of all of my snakes, and I do for all of my snakes. A Pani, just clings to me. I have that bond with him. Others, not so much, but it doesn't mean I don't care or want to take care of them as I do Lily. So, I fight, and I see all these videos now. Put UV in. Put enrichment in their enclosures. Make sure their enclosures are of a size that is good for them. People are starting to do these things. Bioactive. All of that. Yes, I only just did bioactive myself. Having the resources to do it has not been easy. But I did finally do it. I am always open to learning new everything myself. Well, that's getting warmed up. That's really getting warm. And I wish other people were as open about it as well, and trying to understand their snakes better and to do better by them. Nobody can force anybody to do anything. There are so many people out there that are just stuck with the that'll do. That's enough. That's all they need. They're fine. They eat, they poop, they have babies. If they can do that, then they must be fine. No, they're not fine. They're just existing in a world that the human has decided that they will exist in. And it's really not enough. So watch all these videos that are telling us we should be doing this and we should be doing that. Take from them the little bits and pieces that you might be able to implement for them. It's better than never implementing anything or changing anything or deciding that they have enough already and that they're okay as they are. Because it's not enough for me. It's not enough for many snakes out there. So I have no idea if you're seeing much of anything. She's decided I'm not going on the ground. I'll stick to up here. That's cool. That's cool up the top there, darling. Hey, keeping the blanket on it. You can go up. Come on. Up you go. Want to go up? No, she says that thing is not there. So thank you to you for watching and listening to this long video. Take care.